Welcome to English Accenta, a place where stories give you hope, where broken people find strength, and where ordinary lives become extraordinary. If you are tired, if you are struggling, if you feel alone, this channel is for you. So sit back, relax, and let today's story change the way you see your life. In a small, dusty town where dreams often died before they could breathe, lived a boy named Ayan. He was not special in the eyes of the world. He was not the smartest in school, not the strongest on the playground, and not the most confident among his friends. But inside his heart, he carried a universe of hopes. Ayan lived with his mother in a tiny rented room near the railway tracks. Every night, the sound of trains passing by would shake the walls, and every night, Ayan would imagine that one of those trains was taking him to a better life. His father had died when he was only 6 years old. After that, life became a long struggle. His mother worked as a housemaid in 4 different homes. She would leave early in the morning and return late at night, her feet swollen, her hands rough, but her eyes always searching for her son. Ayan, study well, she would say every night, even when she was too tired to eat. You are my only hope. He wanted to make her proud more than anything else in the world, but school was not kind to him. He was slow at understanding things. When the teacher asked questions, his mind would go blank. The other children laughed when he gave wrong answers. Useless, one boy said once. Idiot, another added. Even some teachers had stopped expecting anything from him. Why don't you just sit quietly at the back? His math teacher once said in front of the whole class. That day, Ayan came home and cried silently into his pillow so his mother wouldn't hear. Every time he failed, he felt like he was disappointing the only person who still believed in him. One evening, as he was returning from school, he saw a crowd near the railway crossing. A man had collapsed on the road. People were standing around, watching, but no one was helping. Ayan ran closer. The old man was weak and breathing with difficulty. Please, water, the old man whispered. Without thinking, Ayan dropped his bag and ran to a nearby shop with the little money he had saved for snacks. He helped the man drink and wiped his face. Slowly, the man opened his eyes and looked at him. Thank you, Beta, he said, his voice trembling. What is your name? Ayan, he replied. The old man smiled. You have a good heart, Ayan. Never think you are small. That sentence stayed in Ayan's heart like a light in darkness. Days passed. Life remained the same. Struggles, insults, failures. One day, his school announced a speech competition. The winner would get a scholarship for higher studies. Ayan's heart started beating fast. A scholarship meant less burden on his mother. It meant hope. But then doubt came. I can't even answer simple questions. How will I give a speech in front of everyone? When he told his mother about it, she looked at him and said softly, Ayan, you don't have to be the best. Just try. For me, you are already enough. That night, he decided to participate. He wrote and rewrote his speech many times. He practiced in front of the mirror, in front of the wall, in front of his sleeping mother. He forgot lines, he stammered, he felt stupid, but he didn't stop. On the day of the competition, his hands were shaking. His heart felt like it would jump out of his chest. When his name was called, some students laughed. Let's see what he can do, someone whispered. He walked to the stage. The microphone felt heavy. The hall was full of people. For a moment, his mind went blank. Then he remembered his mother's tired face. He remembered the old man's words. He took a deep breath and began. My name is Ayan. I am not a topper. I am not very smart. People often tell me I am not enough. The hall slowly became quiet. But I have learned something. Even a small candle can fight a big darkness. My mother works all day so I can study. She believes in me even when the world doesn't. So today, I am standing here not to prove that I am the best, but to prove that I am trying. His voice started shaking, but he continued, I believe every child has a dream. Some run fast, some walk slowly, but reaching late does not mean reaching never. When he finished, there was silence. Then, suddenly, someone started clapping. Then another, then the whole hall. Ayan's eyes filled with tears. He didn't win first prize. He didn't even win second. He got third prize, but he got something bigger: confidence. A week later, the principal called him and his mother to school. We want to give Ayan a special scholarship, the principal said, not because he is the best student, but because he showed the best courage. His mother's eyes filled with tears. She held Ayan's hand tightly. That night, as they walked home, his mother said, You made me proud today. For the first time in his life, Ayan felt he was enough. Remember, you don't have to be perfect to be valuable. You just have to keep trying.